Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video of the career mode and welcome to your weekend as well. Of course, today, hopefully, fingers crossed, this will go out on the Friday, so you're going to see yourself a Europa League final to kickstart the weekend off. Hopefully, we'll be kickstarting off in the right way with a victory, but first, we've got 3 Serie A games to come, all of which will be simmed because, as you guys know, we have already wrapped up the league title. We cannot possibly lose it. We have smashed the league this year and things have gone very well indeed. Now, I have got a plan, potentially, depending on what happens towards the back end of this year. And I'm going to be probably giving you guys the vote on what comes next. Because I'm a little bit at stumps with this. If you guys have been watching the Road to Glory series, I'm just going to talk about this while we sim through the games. Hopefully, my second team will be out. Yes. Right. If you've been watching the Road to Glory series, I've had to start using sliders on the AI side. So that way it makes it slightly more tough for us, I guess. To kind of make it not so easy. Whereas, if you look at it logistically, yeah, like, we are smashing the league. And it's kind of ridiculous. I know, obviously, it's going to be very easy. So, what I'm considering maybe doing is possibly going to another team and having essentially like a massive rebuild where we sell every single player and we have to effectively try and buy a side that's going to win the league, effectively, within this sort of career mode to keep it going. Because I don't want to just end it. I feel like I've still got to go to a couple of other sides first. But it's like you guys have been saying, it is going to be us pretty much winning it. And the likelihood is, following on from this season with Inter Milan, we're probably going to win the league title again. We're probably going to win the Champions League. Because the team that we're going to have next year is going to be absolutely ridiculous. When you add the additions of Dele Alli in there, of Lionel Messi in there. You know, if I quickly show you the players who are actually going to come and join us next season. If we take a look right here, you can see... Oops, wrong one. You can see we've got Pulisic coming in, we've got Ali coming in, and we've got Messi coming in. All 3 of these guys are going to jump straight into the team. So I'm kind of like, I don't really know whether or not we want to sort of continue with Inter Milan right here in this next season. Should we possibly try and leave after we've won the Europa League, or therefore lost the Europa League, I guess, because you never know which way it's going to go. But then there comes down the point of, what do we do next? So I'm kind of like in the middle, not really sure in what comes following this as we win again. 2-1, don't even have to play these games. Our second team is bossing it right now. And then we're going to jump into our third one before that Europa League tie. Just out of curiosity, actually, let me quickly check and see what jobs are available. So, browse jobs. Okay, well, there's Lazio in the same league as us. There's PSG, and they are the only 2 available at this current time. So you see what I'm talking about, guys? It's really strange. And the final game then has ended up being a 0-0 draw. So that is going to be the end of Serie A. We, of course, already saw us lift the title, win the league and all that stuff. It's Man United in the Europa League final we're playing against today. So it's a Premier League side that I'm quite happy to say the least. Obviously, hand there. We've got him growing pretty nicely. Could be quite interesting to try and get him somewhere else, possibly. I would love it as well if you didn't have to go to a top-tier team. Because the way our managerial sort of setup is right now, we've obviously smashed it in terms of how we've done. So at the minute, the only sides we really can go to are the top sort of sides in their respective divisions. I would love to kind of get an offer to go maybe, I don't know, like a mid-table side, somewhat kind of like that. But you don't get them, unfortunately, once you've already bossed it pretty much. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. We've got England thingy mabob that I've got to give him a side for. I think everybody in there. Wait, Sterling's injured, son. It's what that. Again, searching back through like our list of jobs. And you can see there's a lot of Premier League teams. Lazio still looking for a manager. Brighton. Brighton are there available for us if you want to return to Brighton. I mean, it would be pretty funny to say the least. Now, Man United in there, they're 6th currently, and they're today's opponents in this Europa League final. Man City winning the league, Liverpool in 5th, Chelsea next, Lazio. So, yeah, it's all up in air. You guys will make the decision at the back end of today's episode whether or not we stay here for another year or if we try and get another side. But if we do continue, and if we do go elsewhere, we will be selling literally every single player and trying to build a whole new team, in essence. Or, alternatively, we could do that here at Inter Milan as well. We could literally let go of every single player and try and build a new team if you guys want me to do that. But the vote will be decided by you at the end of the day. And here we go then. It is time for the Europa League final. I'm going to go through my side and tell you about it in a minute. But obviously, I'm going to bump up the half length to 6 minutes. I think fast is what we play on. Everything remains the same in the slider settings. And, of course, I will now take you through the players who will face off in this first game. Well, the first game, the only game, I should say. Because that is, of course, going to be the Europa League final. Now, we've gone with Frank Brown in goal. Rulison at left back. De Ligt and De Vrij in the 2 central defensive areas. And Babu right back. Tonali in the midfield alongside Barella. Pogba, Godsson, Rafinha, and Martinez. The reason I've gone for Tonali and not Eggestein is because Eggestein at times can be a little bit of a hindrance when it comes to first touches. On occasions, he's made a couple of mistakes where he's given the ball away and it's come back to kind of cost us a little bit. And I don't think that we need that in a final. On the ball, I would say he's probably better than Tonali in terms of, you know, his current ability and technical-wise, ability to pass the ball. But I think Tonali, as a more defensive-minded player, is actually a better player for that position. And when you consider Nicola Barella starts alongside him, I can't really warrant Barella not starting the game. And I think having Eggestein and Barella in the two central defensive midfield areas would pretty much be two similar type of players. Obviously, Barella loves to get on the ball, send things forward and make things happen. And then on the other side of that, we don't want Eggestein doing the same thing. I feel like we have to have one of them sitting. So that's the kind of thought process behind Tonali. But without further ado, it is time for the Europa League final. Manchester United facing off against Inter Milan. Praying as well we won't get copyright for this, but there is the trophy. And there is how both sides got here. And like I said, I don't know what I can get away with and what I can't due to copyright reasons. So I tried to limit it. Just wanted to show you the trophy and pretty much anything else. But we are underway for this game. I'm going to show you the team here for Manchester United through this way to avoid any sort of potential copyright issues. Because I've not played Europa League football massively this season in terms of FIFA 19 and the new graphics. So don't know what I can and can't get away with. De Gea, it starts in goal. Sessegnon, formerly of Brighton, for left back. I know all about him. Not the greatest fullback in the world, but maybe we can exploit that. Koulibaly, Oliveira in the two back for centre-backs. Kimmich, Rodri, Milinkovic-Savic, and Cristante in the midfield. Rashford, Volland, and Oyarzabal. I'm going to probably butcher that. Two new signings for Man United, the centre-mid and the right winger, though, because it came up before kick-off saying potential debuts and players to watch and so. So we're underway here. 90 minutes of football, plus potentially extra time and penalties should we need them coming your way. And one of the sides here will come away with the Europa League title. We have won our respective league. Manchester United finished 5th in theirs. Pogba already through to Rafinha. First chance of the game presents itself. Rafinha inside towards Martinez. And he finishes it off inside 3 minutes. What have I said about Lautaro in the past? Well, he's doing it again. Into 1, Manchester United nil after the first 3 minutes of play. No idea what the start was from Manchester United. Pogba against his former club lays the ball to Rafinha, who made a great run. He just laid it inside. De Gea came out into no man's land. Got no idea what on earth he's thinking. It's an easy goal from our perspective to score. Man United, what on earth was that? I mean, De Gea, I'm going to have to show you because he just kind of like spazzed out, didn't he? Which is really, really strange in regards to what he actually decided to do. Like, I don't fully understand what De Gea was kind of going for there, but, you know, sometimes it happens. It's still massively early doors, and we've got a long, long way ahead of us. But we've taken the lead in the Europa League final, and this will be the first time I have won a Europa League, should we hold on to this, in FIFA 19, and the first time, actually, in quite a while. I'm not even sure I've won it in the previous FIFAs. Can't really remember off the top of my head. It's been that long ago, that many videos. But I guess it's the first time in case I haven't for everything as well. And now for Manchester United tries to get them on the front foot. Stepped off him a little bit too much. Ball comes in. Releasing gets there. Cristante blocked twice by Barella. That is why he's in the side. Nicola Barella pulls off 2 sensational blocks and gets us out of a bad situation. And now we try to go on the front foot with Rafinha. Keeps the ball in, but he's going to lose out. But he wins it straight back off of Sessegnon. Spoke about this matchup just before about Ryan Sessegnon at fullback, saying how he can be a bit of a liability. Well, you're seeing it. Lost twice there to Rafinha. My goodness me up the other end, though. Barella with 2 sensational blocks to stop them scoring. Here is Barella. Now Pogba. Gets the ball under control well. Paul Pogba. Now we'll find Martinez, who scores the only goal so far of this game. Good ball out wide from Tonali. We'll find the fullback in Rullison, who dinks the ball in towards the head of Paul Pogba, who's read it as well. And he will score against his former club. Paul Pogba does it. Into 2. Manchester United nil after 20 minutes in this final. United struggling with us currently at this time down the wings. And I said Sessegnon was going to be a liability. On the other side, though, Joshua Kimmich as well. It's the on-running Rullison who puts the cross in. And you can see when Paul Pogba's in the middle, all 6'4", 6'3" of him, whatever he is, he's going to win headers. That is why he's in that position, to try and get in the box and cause problems. And after 22 minutes, into 2, Man United nil. Good football from Man United. Marcus Rashford now trying to get the cross in if he can. And Babu steps over. It's going to be a corner ball, Manchester United. And this is where they need to pull one back if they are to, because it's going to have to be a really, really tough second half this. They can't go into the break 2-0 down, I don't think. I think they have to pull something out the bag as Frank Brown comes out and collects. The minute, though, everything they're throwing at us, we found an answer to. Mbabu. Pogba through. Looks for the run of Martinez. And Sessegnon recovers and gets over well. But he's lost the ball again. Martinez now inside towards Pogba. Tonali tries to dink it in towards the box. Pogba trying to win it again. Not going to reach it. Half-time whistle, though, is upon us. And at the break, it is Inter 2, Manchester United 0. 2 very quick goals seem to be the difference at the minute. And you can see for United, they have had 3 chances, 3 on target. So, on the grand scheme of how it's going on average, we've scored 2 from having a similar amount of shots. So, I mean, you've got to talk about finishing. I know Frank Brown is a good goalkeeper, but they also do have David De Gea. The first goal from Martinez, I would say De Gea shouldn't have done what he did. The second goal, it's just Pogba winning a header. So, you know, 2 moments of quality are the difference. Gordson towards Martinez. Gets the ball under control. Finds Noah Gordson on the run as well. Pogba straight through the middle. Instead goes to Rafinha. Rafinha pulls it back on the left foot. Rafinha for free. Off the crossbar. That would have finished this game off completely if Rafinha had finished it. But unfortunately for us, it's come back off the upright. And we still only have the 2-goal advantage. I say only. It's still a big, advantage for us. But it would have been even better to get that third and tie this game underway. And, safely say that's it, effectively. Unfortunately, we haven't got that. Rafinha finds Martinez on the run. Still awaiting to try and find another chance to try and get this third one. The minute, though, the game's still even. Richarlison. Tonali. Again, largely a dominant display here from us on the ball. Keeping hold of it and everything, which we do so well. Good overlapping run again from Richarlison, who set up the second goal. Trying to set up another one. Rafinha's there with a free header. How many chances do we need? How many chances do we need? Let's just hope these don't come back to bite us in the backside. Great winner from De Ligt, though. Can't believe we haven't found a third. Lee. Martinez. Pogba in towards the box. Paul Pogba shrugging off a defender and then trying to get the shot away, which was blocked brilliantly by Manchester United, who defend with their lives again. Ilya Mendy's come on for them. That is a great delivery as well over the top. De Ligt against his man. Matthias he's just, defensively again, we go back to the point. We have excelled in every area regarding us today, whereas Manchester United have really not. Kangin Lee on the ball, finds Pogba. Pogba now trying to hit this third one if we can. Lee has got the ball at his feet, got a really good long shot as well, so I want to try it, but it is going to be blocked well behind for a corner. Here is Barella. Now Richarlison. Barco, good football as we keep hold of the ball. Kangin Lee out wide towards Mbabu. This is brilliant stuff, actually. And that's been a difference. Our retention of the ball today has been next to really, really good. Martinez down in the box. And that is never a penalty, but the referee's given it. It has not been Manchester United's day today. And it's going to get even worse here. No, it's not. I thought he might have been off, but he's not. He just gives him the warning. But it is going to be the penalty. Oh, no, it's not. It's a free kick. Oh, I thought it was a pen. Never mind. We'll have the free kick then. Who do I give it to? Pogba or Kangin Lee? Pogba scored one a while ago. But I think for the sake of this, for the sake of this, I'm going to give it to Lee. Finish it off, Kangin. Off the wall. Out for a goal kick. Oh, sorry, a corner kick. Well, I mean, we're into the last 2 minutes anyway. So, Pogba's delivery. It's cleared away. But anytime now, the referee will end this one off. And it will be a landslide victory for us as we go on to win the Europa League. Which I am so glad I'm saying, because I don't think I've done this in quite some time. Poor Pogba. Literally, all I'm trying to do is just end the game. There we go. There is the full-time whistle. Inter Milan are Europa League champions of 2022? Question mark. I think it is. I could be wrong. It might be 2023. But still, that is a massive win. Cool, calm, composed. Everything I want the team to be. I can't really ask for much more than that, really. And that is going to be it. So, let's enjoy the celebrations. I just got an achievement winning the Europa League final, which is kind of crazy considering because I haven't got that often. I'm pretty sure I don't really play too much Europa League in the past seasons because all we've done is Champions League. So I'm glad to kind of tick it off the list. I mean, you can see it was total dominance. And I return back to my original point. I don't want things to be like super easy to the point where you guys are getting bored of watching. And I feel like that is going to be the case if we continue on at Inter Milan, you know. Unless I had sliders, but the only problem with sliders is that it kind of takes away some of the enjoyment me playing the game. Like, from my perspective, I don't mind kind of having the challenge, but it's very difficult to keep the challenge there and then not get too disheartened. Because, like, if you think about it, you know, if you mess around and you put the sliders on, let's say you move the shot error down to the CPU and they score from like 90% of the shots they have, there's largely no point me trying to defend because as soon as I give away a chance, it's going to be a goal, you know? Now, I don't know really how we're going to change this. That's why I'm kind of confused on the Road to Glory side as well when I'm playing the Road to Glory career mode recently. I'm having to add it in there because, you know, that's kind of only just getting into the swing of things. And it's a little bit easy. But this time around, I don't really know where we go from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a poll on the top right-hand side of today's video. And that is going to be whether or not you want me to join a new team, right? And what we're going to do is, if we go to a new team, we are going to essentially get rid or try and get rid of every single player that that current team has. Because I'm going to try and make sure we do what I'm going to show you here. 1 second. Oh, so actually, before we discuss that, I actually have, of course, have to show you who did what in terms of the Serie A. So we went on a rampage to win it. Europa League, we had Martinez with 8 goals in 9 games in there. He was just prolific in everything that he did. Kind of ridiculous from him in that regard too. Serie A though, 30 goals in 32 matches is absolutely sensational. Rafinha with 9 assists in 33 games and Babu in there as well with assists. Clean sheets went to Brown. He got the most in the league, which is, again, unbelievable. And I think overall, we just had like a really, really good team. And that was kind of why we dominated so much. I don't want that squad report. I want my team's squad report. There we go. So yeah, like Frank Brown, 55 appearances, easily one of the best players that we've used. Rafinha, Lautaro Martinez, 38 goals in 42 games in all competitions is a sensational return. Mind blown. And Babu, De Vrij with 0 goals to their name, but Babu did get 9 assists. So you have to give him credit for that. Barco in there. Rudiger with 4 assists to his name. Gordson up there with 10 assists too, with 8 goals on top of that. Demir by 10 strikes to his name. Good for him. Kangin Lee doing well as well. Tonali in there. The only goal he scored was in the Europa League, and it was that unbelievable strike in the group stages. Egerstein, Portu, De Ligt, Barrecha, Robinson, Pogba, Bastoni, Lynch Sanchez, Baptista Mier. Right, this is where it becomes increasingly frustrating because Barella was brilliant, and he only played 12 games this season. I'm so gutted for him because he was just sensational. Really, really was. But that is it, guys, for all the players. Now, going back to my point, we have a choice. We can stay here at Inter Milan for another season and try and win the Champions League, or we could try and leave and go to a different side. Oh, wait, there's some German teams. Oh, okay. Okay, then. This is intriguing. There wasn't German teams last time I was in this. Right, you know what? There's going to be a vote. Top right-hand side of this video right here for you guys to cast a vote on. And it's to decide, should we remain at Inter Milan or should we leave and join another team? The only issue is, guys, if you do vote for us joining another team, I will not be leaving it up to you. I will decide based on the opportunities that are available to us at that time. So cast your vote, and we will be back next time out, either as Inter Milan manager for a final season, or we will be back as a manager of a new team. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be Bundesliga. If you guys vote for that, I will just decide on whatever job is available at the time and try and take one if it's available to me. But at the minute, I am like kind of, I don't know what to do in regards to, it's going to be the likely cause that we win the league again here. And we will probably win the Champions League. And as we've already won it with Brighton, I don't feel the need to have to win the Champions League again. I kind of want to experience another league, if you guys get what I mean. But it's entirely up to you. So, top right side of the video. Should we stay at Inter or should we go and join another team? Entirely up to you guys. Who that team will be, I have no idea. I'm not even going to try and say a team in my mind that I want to go to because honestly, it depends on who's available at the time and whatever goes on that regard. So thank you all for watching today's episode, though. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, guys, thank you all for your continued support on the channel as well. Really appreciate that. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, enjoy the start of your weekend. And I'll be back again later on tonight for another video. Adios.